Hey guys, Dan here with Outdoorway 22. I know it's been a while since I've posted a video. My December and January have been super busy, so I'm back now, and we're just going to do a pretty simple one today. I'm going to teach you guys how to make a paracord bracelet. These come in handy for emergency situations, and we'll get more into that as we get into the video, but let's go and get started. So I'm going to do two different colors today, a camo and orange, and it makes a pretty cool design for the paracord bracelet. I cut both of these at about 3.5 feet long, and we're just going to fuse them together real quick. Okay, this is probably the hardest part. Not necessarily hard, but you gotta have a lighter and scissors. Obviously you need those scissors to cut the length of the paracord, but those are the only tools you need. So we're going to melt these two ends, get them nice and hot, and then we're just going to fuse them together. And that is very hot, so be careful when you do it. We want to try and flatten that part out as much as possible, and also make sure it's nice and strong. Okay? So we also have buckle to obviously clip the bracelet on your wrist. This is a fairly small buckle, which I like, and it makes it kind of tough to get the paracord in sometimes, but other than that, I love the buckle. So we're going to start with one. We're going to go down in the top of the buckle. We're going to feed that melted part through, and we're going to leave that right at the bottom there, okay? We're going to make a little bit of a loop, and we're just going to feed both ends right through that loop. We're going to pull that nice and tight. Actually, I'm going to leave more orange hanging out. There we go. And let's just tighten that down. I like to get my paracords on my bracelets really tight, so I just think it looks a lot cleaner when the bracelet is finished, and it just makes it look really nice. So I'm going to get it really tight. Okay. And we're just going to take those other two ends, and we're going to feed them. We're going to feed them through the top of the other clip. Okay. So pretty basic now. I've got it threaded through one side and tightened down, and then threaded through the other side. Okay, this is where you need to measure your wrist. Okay, this can be a difficult process too, because you only have two hands and one wrist, and it makes it kind of tough to do, but we'll get through it. So we'll go ahead and clip those together. And I just stick my wrist through. Tighten it down to where I want it. Okay. And it's not going to be perfect, but that gives me a good idea where I want to be. Okay. And then I usually leave a little more distance, so I just pulled it out probably another 1/2 inch. Okay. So now we're just going to start with our orange out to the left and our camo up to the right, and then the length of the cord right down the middle. Okay? All we're going to do is loop that camo one over the two middle cords. Okay? And then we're just going to bring this orange one over that camo. Okay? So this is what it looks like so far. And then we're going to come underneath both the middle cords and up through that camo loop. Okay. And we're just going to tighten those down. The first one's always the toughest to tighten down because you got to keep your length. Again, I like to get it nice and tight. The tighter you get it, the more clean the bracelet will look at the end. And that first one will take a little longer to tighten down. As you get going, they'll be a lot easier. Okay? So, there we are so far. That is our first knot. Okay. Now we're going to take that camo, do the exact same thing we did before. So loop it, cross it over. We're going to take that orange one, come across that camo that we just brought it across. Okay. And then back up through the camo loop. Okay. We're going to tighten that down. Retighten my first one, and then we're going to tighten this down. Okay, and now you can already see the design starting to take shape. Okay, we'll do one more just so you guys can get the pattern down, and then I'll take a break, finish it, and we'll go from there. So again, camo loops over top of the two middle cords. The orange comes down across that camo, underneath the two middle cords, and up through the camo loop. I'll tighten that down. And again, starting to take shape. I guess I'll do one more just to show you guys. I'll also do it nice and quick to show you how quick these loops can be done. Pretty easy, pretty quick. Here's another one. Again, pretty easy, pretty quick. So we'll take a break. I'll finish this down to the end, and then we'll pick back up from there and finish this paracord. Alright, we're back. So as you can see, that design has turned out really awesome. Camo in the middle, orange on the outside. We're to our last few knots, so I'm going to take you through that and we'll finish this thing out. Okay? So I like to get those knots twisted all the way to the end. So we're going to do one more here. We'll see where we're at. Feed that through. Whoop. Oh, screwed that one up. Let's try that again. Okay, so some people finish theirs right here, and what I like to do is actually get another one in there. Okay, it proves really tough, but I think it makes it look a little cleaner. So that pulls it all the way up to the end. It makes it nice and clean. If you can see that. All the way to the end. And honestly, you could probably get another one in there, but I'm going to leave it at that for today. So that's how the bracelet turned out. We'll finish this thing off. So finishing it, pretty simple. Grab your scissors. You're going to cut off and leave about a 1/4 inch of paracord. Try and make it a fairly clean cut. That one wasn't very clean, but we'll make do. Okay? So you got about a 1/4 inch on each side. Take out that lighter again. And you can use the side of your scissors to finish. You can use the side of the lighter. It's kind of up to you guys, but I'll show you what kind of leaves it nice and clean. So you can leave it like that. What I like to do, side of the lighter, push it down. You're going to flatten that tip, and it leaves it pretty clean. Okay? We'll do the same thing with the camo side. Get it pretty hot, pretty close, and then burn it down, or flatten it down. And that just leaves those ends a little flatter. They won't come out as easy. Sometimes I flatten it down to where there's a little nub sticking out, and that can kind of bug your wrist. If you do that, all you need to do is just take those scissors, cut that little nub off. Okay. Still solid, still strong, but now it won't bug your wrist. Okay. So that's the Paracord bracelet. A few good things you can use it for. Obviously, any type of cordage. Fixing tents. If you're, doing a backpacking trip and you're out in the wilderness, you have some strings on your tents break. You can use that to fix it. A huge thing, and I'm gonna start making some of these bracelets with stuff included in the middle, like fire starter, maybe some duct tape, and then a huge thing is fishing hooks. So I'm gonna actually weave fishing hooks into that paracord, and paracord works great for fishing. So you can actually tear these things, tear the cord apart, pull out the individual strings, and they're super thin paracord strings, and you can kind of tie them together and make fishing line. And then obviously you need a hook, so I'm going to start including those hooks in that in this bracelet. And like I said, maybe some other things like some duct tape, some fire starters, some flint, stuff like that. So I'll do more videos on it, and we'll see where it goes. But that's a basic paracord bracelet. Thanks again, guys, for watching, and we will see you guys next time. Guess he's got my 6. Bang, 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 bang. Nah, just kidding.